sucking, sucking the fumes of the thick brown treacle, sucking through a foiled tube, fashioned around a big pen, flame turned down, blue bright as you chased the dragon, around the stairwells on the estates of Peckham and the Old Kent Road. It's my wife, it's my life, gyro money payday, from the dole office to the post office, from the Maudsley to the Boots, methadone to top up your thieving, to stop the desperation, sitting in your pit of squalor, sweating, clucking, your irritable legs, your freezing cold, naked, skinny body, your vomit, your uncontrollable shitting, your tears, your tears, your tears that never stopped, your self-pity, your desperation, the body without organs, your Gilles Deleuze cryogenic state, living in the abyss with no way out, the drudgery of being an addict, of carrying your sorry arse jeans, worn for months and months, a smell that never left, unwashed, an aversion to water, to food, like Charlie Parker, sucking on the teat of his sax and wailing and screaming forever, unable to separate his mouth like a baby sucking on their mummy's titty, the sustenance, the only thing that you need, the chemical dependence, drug trafficking, cartels, narcotics, all the way from the hills of Turkey to the southeast London mafia. William Burroughs, Lou Reed, the celebrity overdoses, the spike in the vein, the Midnight Express, followed by the crack cocaine epidemic, Maggie Thatcher's gyro book, Love on the Dole, Pablo Escobar's Misses, Nancy Reagan, Just Say No, Dr. Michael Farrell, and all the way to the Wickham Park House and the Royal Bethlehem Mental Institution in Beckenham, Kent. They called it Bedlam, the nut house, where people like you who like to get off their nuts were put inside so as to make the streets safer. Wandering in the cold night of winter with no top on, begging the off-licence fella for a can of supertenants, pay you back tomorrow. Tomorrow's never came, as you waddled to the bus stop because it was the best place for cigarette butts and people used to light up. And the number 12 or 171 would come, heading down the Walworth Road, Menthil, Embassy, Benson and Edges, Camels, as you scampered back to your flat in Churchmead where the lecky had run out. You'd break down the Golden Treasure Tobacco Hall on a newspaper and roll a cigarette, followed by the Scottish brew that was so thick you retched and gagged. The loved up acid and ecstasy rave techno Ibiza mescaline party had turned into a nightmare where everything stopped and only pain lived. That's when I started to paint. My first ever painting was of someone with their head in their hands, and I've still been trying to paint it all these years later. Every single piece of art I make is that same painting, a permanent state, a state of nothing, of what's the point, a state of pain, of nothing will ever fill me up, me belly full, but I'm still hungry. Never found love, never made yourself available, the addict that doesn't love themselves, but hates themselves, that turned down anything or anyone that reached out, the crumpled up mess. That's me.